And tonight we're on to a new race in our Coffee with Candidates series. We're introducing you to our first candidate up for the Bryan mayoral race, Bobby Gutierrez. KAGS' William Johnson caught up with him at Polite Coffee in Bryan, where he says he's hoping to see Bryan continue to grow.
The phrase your granddad used that you've used now is leave it better than you found it.
Leave it better than you found it. Yeah. Be a man of value. You know, he had so many good things. You know, he goes, surround yourself with good people. You know, you surround yourself with good men, good women. You can't find one, be one. I'd really like to see him looking down on me and knowing that I've done something well and that I continued on in his legacy and that he would be proud of me. Absolutely.
A lot of people put their identity in different things. So what comes first in your life?
I think it's the people. I mean, it really is. I think I have a good solid faith. You know, I grew up in faith, and I trust that things are going to be okay if I'm a good person, act like a good person, and do what I'm supposed to be doing in the right way, not to harm anybody else. I think that in itself, is one of my pillars.
You said in times of struggle, you're always able to gather everyone together and make a consensus.
Sure.
Is that what makes you stand out as a candidate?
I think that would be it. I mean, every board, every commission I've been on, I'm not afraid to give my opinion. I don't think my opinion's always right. I think it's just my opinion. Everybody's opinion matter. We all want the same thing.
What was that turning point for you that made you decide to step into the spotlight and run for mayor?
When I looked at the candidates, truly, when I looked at the candidates that were running, and I looked at the reasons they were running, and I looked at we're going to have 5 new people on council, and it's truly a pivotal point in our community right now. If you like what you see, if you like what we've done the last 15 years, then I'm absolutely the guy that's going to take over. If
you were elected mayor, are you wanting to build on what has been previously accomplished, or are you wanting to solve some of the problems you see in the area?
Well, there's obviously both. I want to build upon what we have. We are truly one community. What happens in College Station affects us. What happens in Bryan affects them. What happens in the county affects everything. Everything that A&M does, being the driver, the economic driver for our community, affects everybody.
As politicians, sometimes you can't reveal everything you're discussing with the council. Sometimes you can't be fully transparent. But I think a lot of people would disagree. I think a lot of people want to see politicians fully transparent. If you were elected mayor, do you believe that transparency is key to the people, or do you believe that your actions take precedent?
Transparency is obviously critical to what you do, critical to what we do in the city. Transparency in everything. When it comes to personal lives of people, I don't think that's that. There's stuff that can't be revealed and shouldn't be revealed because, we've got to get through the negotiations first.
Yeah.
And we get through those negotiations, get through that stuff there. I mean, to me, discretion is everything, and you can't survive in this world without having it.
I would say politics has become increasingly contentious on the national level, on the state level, and sometimes even the local level. Do you feel like politics in these races here in Bryan has become contentious?
And that's not representation. Yelling, screaming, acting up, cussing, doing all the things that you shouldn't do at home or anywhere. Certainly shouldn't be on front stage of your city council. It should be held, with as much of I know for me it's going to be held with as much of a gentleman as I can be.
Yeah.
I think that right now politics is, and I hate being called a politician. It's just like one of those things. I think I'm a servant of the people. I do try to do what I do, but
you don't want to be known as a politician first.
And that's just no, not at all. I want to be known as Bobby.
If you had to pin down your campaign to one word, what would it be?
It would have to be gratitude. Gratitude. It's what this community has given our family for the generations that we've had. I mean, I'm the second of 12 kids, all raised here in BISD, all raised in the community. I got here when I was 3. Everybody else was pretty much born here, raised here, developed here, grew up here, and this community has put everybody through college. It's patroned our business, has welcomed us as one of their own, and gratitude is probably gratitude is it.
And tomorrow we'll introduce you to our next candidate in that race, Brent Hairston. And you can see that interview tomorrow on KAGS News at 6 and 10. Plus, to catch up on all the Coffee with Candidates series, KAGSTV.com.